All right, everyone. So, when last we saw our heroes, just they had just exited the Skewered Dragon Tavern, a beautiful and lavish establishment 300 years ago. As you all exited and stood outside for a moment contemplating your next move, Svadrik, squinting in the bright sun, humbly suggested you wait until sundown to continue on.
Now, remind me,
And
were we just scoping this place out, or were we considering? And maybe this is a question for the group and not the DM. Like, we're not breaking into this place, are we? Or are we just kind of seeing what's up?
I don't think we had discussed it.
you
I
think
think we were supposed to
I think
decide.
you may have decided to. Yeah, now that you mentioned, I think you may have at least mentioned going and checking it out, but for sure coming back at nightfall.
This does remind me. I was going to ask you a question today, Adrian. In this setting, because I know it's obviously supposed to be a fun game, but
I like how there was air quotes all over that.
No. But there are so many laws and rules in the city. It's like, at a certain point, I mean, like, how do we know when we're supposed to take things into our own hands, and how do we know when literally it's like we're supposed to do the responsible thing and report the authorities, and like, or is it just up to us? And
that should become more clear as you continue, particularly as you make alliances.
Okay.
You are currently looked upon in a slightly favorable light by the captain of the watch, whom you met last session, by the name of Eustace Stagett.
Eustace Bags.
He's the one who came over and commended you all on snagging that Zentarum that was trying to escape in the little corded off area of the street
right, yeah.
you came across on the way here. But yes, he left you with the parting words of some advice to leave the criminals to the watch and not get further involved with the Zentarum and their like.
Well, I'll do what I want, thank you.
And so now you're here on the map. If y'all can all see that, I went ahead and I'm gonna start trying to put in the names and locations. I'm doing this red. I know it's not very readable, but it is a little bit more noticeable to show up on the map. And if you need to read what it says, you can always zoom in a little closer. But I have a question for you. Would you like to take a short rest now? And if so, would you like to do so in the Skewered Dragon? Or would you like to find another place? Or would you like to wait to take a short rest? I know that y'all discussed that at the end of last session.
I don't need it, but I don't know about everybody else.
I think I'll be okay.
I'm down 5 hit points. I might just use a hit dice and skip it.
No,
Well,
sure,
you have to
You
use
have
a hit
to.
dice at a short rest.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fine then. I don't care. I'll do what everyone else does.
I would like to take a short rest because I'm like at half hit points.
Oh, okay.
And,
Yeah.
And I don't want to use my spell slots. What?
Wow. I'm a cleric and I just...
This is my first spellcaster. Screw you.
This is my first non-spellcaster. I'm equally nervous.
So Garrosh expresses his interest in a breather while he enjoys a cup of ale. What would the rest of you like to do?
I like to slap him on the back and say, oh, you're not joking. Okay, never mind.
All right, so you, can you either hide or move the sample dude character to the top of the character list?
Ow, I was just every time I see it, I'm like, who's Sample Dude?
You can't delete
None
them.
You don't have to do it now. I'm just like,
Yes.
why am I seeing this?
Okay, I can hide him. I'm not sure why he's there and why he can be controlled and edited by all of you.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, there's really no reason for that. All right, is he gone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So, you all take another hour. Go back in.
Okay.
Clive is delighted to see
Shit.
you all. Oh,
I wanna-
welcome back.
It's been so long. Did you get the bastards?
He seems unaware that time has passed.
Aw.
I just want to say that during our short rest, Svodric will kind of go off on his own, or maybe not necessarily on his own, but kind of like sort of by himself, in a corner and meditate.
Okay.
A thing that is a little out of character. Well, would seem a little out of character for him, but it is something he does.
Aw.
Garrosh sits down with the dude and starts telling him all this just like extravagant stuff that's happened over the last week. Like, it's been a week, man. It's so good to see you. It's been crazy. We did this and this and this and this. You wouldn't even believe.
Make a charisma check.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Just charisma, not any skill or anything.
Yeah.
All right. So you come to the end of your. Yarosh finishes his tankard, and everybody starts kind of elbowing him towards the door. And as you start to leave, Yarosh, Clive reaches out an unsteady hand and tries to grasp your shoulder, but misses and kind of like grasps your scale beard.
Yeah.
And then he just is kind of like holding your face close to him, and he's just kind of shaking your beard, and he's saying,
And you could smell like months of ale
Yeah.
on his breath.
and he says,
Gosh, old buddy, old pal.
Oh.
I'll do you a solid.
Oh.
You
Ooh.
you visit old Zoblob's shop. Tell him Clive sent you.
I will indeed.
and
Thank you.
Zobob?
Thank you
Or
for
over
the
I'll
hot
put it in
tip.
Doing like a
Zoblob.
get out. Aboard.
Thank you for the hot tip.
Hot off the press.
All right. And then y'all take off from the skewer dragon at long last. As you do, I think I need to start writing the time down because these days are getting long.
Somebody doesn't feel good.
I think it's just like mid-afternoon, like about 1 o'clock, I believe. 1 p.m. Write it down. It is now. It's canon. All right. So from some vague directions by a drunk Clive and a taciturn innkeeper that that Candle Lane is over here.
Oh shit! I'm too zoomed in.
So the
Yep. Thank you.
the quickest way they tell you is to take a right on Fillet Street and then a left on Zastro Street, which is, I will show y'all exactly what. There, that way.
Cool.
Oh. Excuse me. Is that what y'all would like to do?
Yeah, dude, question though. Are these like highways where it's like the way of the dragon? Oh yeah, the high road. Okay. So is that like a walking area, or is that like a strictly like carts and only sort of thing?
I mean, next to the shop rows, there's a sidewalk of sorts, especially on the places like the High Road and the Way of the Dragon. They for sure have pedestrian sidewalks. Not so much the rest of these streets, though.
Yeah.
Now, some of the bigger ones, like Snail Street over here, would have, maybe a makeshift sidewalk, especially in the dock ward. It's going to be very makeshift.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right. So as you make your way down Fillet Lane, you come to the crossroads there with Zastra Street. And as you turn onto Zastra Street, you see next to all these densely packed tall buildings, right here on the corner, a nearby shop that catches your eye because hanging from the top of it is a sign that says Old Zoblob Shop.
Nice.
It has but that's not the only reason why it catches your eye. It is, for one, painted purple, which stands out amid the mostly unpainted, drab, and dilapidated buildings in the area. But also, and probably most noticeable beyond all this, is the window display, in which hangs a stuffed beholder.
Aww.
No.
Stuffed
No.
stuff like taxidermy
Yeah.
or stuffed
No.
like stuffed animal?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
there's
no.
nothing off.
No,
about
no,
this.
no.
Yeah.
It is
It's
not
not like a
made
teddy
out
bear.
of. Yeah, it is not a stuffy that you would
Not
you
Oh, no.
give to your children.
Real one that's like been
No,
killed
it's-
and stuff.
yes,
Oh, okay,
exactly.
that's cute.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
darling.
less cute.
How big is it then?
It's
Big.
it's like
it has
the
to be.
size of a cow. I mean, ish.
Yeah, they're large
Jeez.
creatures.
I mean, it's a big thing. And
Yeah.
it's like taking up the entire window, and then
Yeah.
above it, in elaborate letters, it's Old Zoblob Shop.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I suppose that's one way to get some business around here.
And you said that was on Zastro Street?
It is. I have a little thing for it
Okay, that's
because
cool.
I'm a prepared DM.
Nice.
I wish Roll20 would let you add like a stroke or a drop shadow on the text.
Yeah, it would be really nice. I was looking for that, and then I realized I would have to do it out of game, and I was just like, I can't.
Sorry,
I
that's
don't,
just-
I don't have
that's
that kind of time. So many more steps that way. But anyway, did you
I know.
notice that they, side note, have actually, on the dev server right now, there's a new dynamic lighting up for testing. So they're,
Right, as long as it
hopefully
doesn't
they'll have
bring
fixed
your
it.
game to a screeching halt.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so as you notice this shop, you also notice that out of the door, Naneth, you notice a thin trickle of purple smoke, and it wafts in your direction, and you all smell a pleasant scent of lavender.
Oh. Oh.
It is essential oil shop.
Yes. Went Shion there for half a second, but well, I suppose if we ever meet any of those weirdo people that don't believe in, magical healing of diseases and allowing nature to take its course, we can just throw them here and they can find those essential oils they believe will cure them.
All right. So, Garrosh, are you going to poke your head inside?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. So, as you open the doorway, a billow of purple smoke just comes out, and as you peer indoors, you can see dramatically seated on a desk at the back of the shop, a hairless, small humanoid figure, cross-legged and puffing on a long pipe.
All right.
You walk in, and every wall is painted purple,
Oh man.
and there are shelves everywhere, and every shelf is filled with dusty knickknacks, each
Okay.
and every one dyed a deep violet.
This person, by the way, Svadrik would have
Purple
come in
people.
just to get out of the sun.
Uh,
What
I'll
kind
be
of
peeking in.
creature is this?
as the smoke sort of clears, sort of dramatically, you can see he's kind of sitting in a sort of a meditation pose, and he is a hairless old gnome with purple skin,
Oh my gosh.
which you would most likely, well, I don't know, make you can both make history checks if you want.
I would
I'm
probably.
going
Anybody who's
to-
inside
Okay.
and sees him can make history checks.
History
I'm
check.
going to lean over
Yeah.
to whoever is nearest to me and just be like, I wonder if his favorite color is purple.
What makes you
He-
say that?
His
Wow,
eyes
yes.
open, and he has bright yellow eyes that almost seem to glow in the dark.
Widowmaker.
All of you recognize him as a deep gnome.
Oh.
Yes, one of those
Oh, cool.
swill blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And as he hears you say that, Naneth, and his eyes slit open, and he says, "Ah, salam and good evening to you, worthy friends. Come,
To you.
browse the shelves of the most curiosity shop in the world."
Oh.
And he lowers his pipe and exhales a cloud of purple smoke.
Such a warm welcome.
And you notice that he is wearing plum-colored robes,
God, yes, the style.
and his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes.
Oh my
Right.
god. Oh man, iconic.
I'm going to keep an eye on Spodrick, make sure that Spodrick doesn't get into the, I assume, weed that is present in the shop.
Oh, it's not weed.
It's not weird.
Oh,
But
I
other
would-
than
I
that, I
don't think
will
Spodrick
wander
would get
around
into
and
that.
look at the stuff on the shelf.
It might be something a bit stronger than that.
Well, keep an eye on Spodrick.
Oh, I just
And
also noticed.
Wander
Just,
the shelves.
just calling this out only because I just now noticed it, but my background comes with dark common clothes that include a hood, so I guess I'm not so uncomfortable in them.
No, that's good. Yeah.
So did you say that he has 9 purple-faced eyes on his cheek?
Purple face-painted eyes. So they're like eyes, 9 purple eyes that have been
Right.
face-painted
Okay.
onto his face.
And what kind of things are in the shop again? Like, is
It
it
is just, well,
Like a-
are you gonna look? Are you gonna look around?
I'm looking. I'm
Yeah,
looking.
Because
at
if you're
shelves.
gonna look around, Jimmy, why don't you go ahead and roll a D100 for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna look
Okay.
around.
I mean, I work at a curio shop, so I'm definitely like, oh, this is an interesting place, probably.
Oh yeah, it is.
I want to see something too. Let's see.
All right. So
Oh yeah,
Let's see.
nice.
Nice.
Hey!
all right. So
Whatever you get, you
Jimmy.
just won, Chris.
you find. Let's see.
Don't forget to tell them about the drunk man you know.
Yes.
Yeah, Clyde.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let me not talk to myself here. There we go. Here we go. Okay, that's what you find.
Oh wow. Wow.
Nice.
Alex,
hmm
you
Wait,
find.
if you can normally count. So wait. Okay. What is it normally?
10 minutes.
No, it's not. Casting
No?
time 1 minute. I just looked it up.
Oh.
So wait, what is that?
No, but as a ritual, it would be a 10-minute cast, wouldn't it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you're right. Okay, so it's a normal casting time of 1 minute, ritual 10 minutes, so it takes that off.
Oh,
Right.
cool! I got an axe.
If you could normally cast it, so pretty much Garrosh.
Garrosh gets those. Nice.
That's
Wooden
everyone
axe that deals double
spend,
damage to wooden objects. Gotta dig
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I am Groot. Oh god! Oh no.
Nice.
And let's see what we got here. 69 better be something
You,
good.
you,
That's all
you
I
guys
got
know
there.
what that means, right? That means I could drink twice as much ale as I normally would be able to, too. That's a win.
That's a perfect thing for you. I love it.
What?
What?
That is insane.
That seems
Well, that
like
is. You
something...
know what? It is fitting that is 69 because that is a little kinky.
Yeah, that seems like something you would want to use,
I was
like,
about to
if-
say.
yeah, like
If that's
during
what
a
you're
long
into.
rest. Yeah.
I don't understand that, but okay.
Damage?
You know what I think that this would be useful to? Maybe a barbarian, because
Oh,
if at any point you don't ever, like, if you don't want to lose your rage, but you have no way of dealing damage or being
Oh,
dealt
yeah.
damage, then you could
True.
do that. That's
Right
my
on.
guess
That's
anyway.
cool.
I mean, that's a very creative application, definitely.
Yeah.
That works.
Porter, did you want to roll a d100 and see what you find?
Come on, Porter, look for something. See what you find.
I poke the beholder and I say, "Is there a quick story behind this?"
His eyes flicker open again, and with a far off sing-song voice, "Not a quick story, no."
Well, how about this? Since this is the only part I care about, you ever tasted one of these?
Whoa.
Funny joke you make.
I didn't think it was that funny. I was just curious.
Funny joke.
I mean, if you don't know, you can just say you don't know.
I mean, honestly, now I'm curious too.
I'm to being curious too.
I do not recommend you try it. It is far worse than jerky at this point, I am sure.
No, I'm not. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm just saying in general. Have you ever killed it and then cooked it up, see if it tastes any good? I'm not saying this one right now. I want to take a part of it because that's a big X nail on that.
He narrows his eyes at you and then gives you a kind of creepy smile, and he says,
Careful how loud you speak of eating a beholder.
Oh, that's
The
right.
walls might have ears or eyes.
I take
Yeah.
I'm like near a wall and I take like a nervous step away from it.
Creepy.
"All right, let's see what you got." 85.
So I ask him, why do you have 9 eyes on your cheeks?
I was gonna be like, and why do you have two eyes on yours, stupid?
He just points at the beholder in the window and shrugs.
Oh, do they have 9 eyes?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, they would. Yeah, 1 big eye plus 8 stalks.
Oh, okay, cool. I couldn't remember.
I think it's 8, right? Sounds right.
2 to 6 or 8.
You're right. All right. You may purchase these items for this for me. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was talking to Shane. You may purchase these items for a set amount that you can inquire about if you like. And you don't have to purchase the one that you found, but if any of y'all want to, it's kind of like this is your pile to choose from.
I would like to inquire how much that last one is.
The last one, the orb.
Yeah, the orb.
Okay. Let's see.
And I'd like to know how much the mask is too.
Okay.
Agree.
If y'all could type this in the chat as I say it, I will just go ahead and roll for you guys on how much this stuff is.
Oh, I just cracked my neck and it hurt. Felt good though.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, the necklace wouldn't be too bad.
Well, none of these
Hear my
are.
wife coming in the garage right now. She just went to the store and like the entire place was like pillaged. I'm very curious to see the look on her face when she walks in. She's about to be very stressed.
Because your house looks like it's
she just kept sending me pictures of. No. I'm about to see some trash. She's not already stressed.
Oh.
She just was sending pictures of empty aisles.
We can't hear you.
This robot is
Right
real
now.
hard.
No.
Try
Yeah, it
again.
didn't matter.
Oh gosh, I'll have to send it to the group chat. Where's my fucking phone? My parents were doing the same thing. They were at the store a few hours ago, and they were just talking about like, oh my god, there's, I've been waiting in line for 30 minutes and blah blah blah, and I started getting all these texts like right as they were getting into the close to the end of the line and whatnot, and so right after I got off the flight, and so this is so funny, I had found this I had found this, it was hysterical. I was like, well, here, I found you a playlist to listen to as you finish up your shopping.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the songs are hilarious, and I was losing it when I saw it.
Oh Lord.
All right, so
So,
the 5d6 that I rolled, you can just assign in the order that. So Druck's item is worth 2. Naneth's item is worth 6. This is gold, by the way. Or these are the prices he's giving you. It has nothing to do with what they're worth. Lucan's mask is worth 2. Garrosh's necklace is worth 1. And Porter's glass orb is worth 4.
I'll fling a gold coin to him for that necklace of animal teeth.
And I'll put 2 on his counter for him. For that mask. Oh,
Okay.
Double
Garrosh,
water
did you
breath
say you were mentioning your that old Clive sent you?
Yes. Yeah, so after browsing a little bit and such, he'll go up to the guy and say, quite an interesting shop you've got here. So many interesting little curios. I'm wondering, the fellow in the window, is that Zoblob or are you Zoblob?
That's actually a pretty good
It's a very good question.
Very good question.
Let's see. There's an answer here too.
Tune in next time.
He says, I am Zoblob. No relation to the tyrant hanging in the window.
Oh, that's good. That's
no
a good
relation. No relation.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. I was told by a good friend I've recently made, Clive, to come by your shop and meet you.
Ooh, Clive. And with a gesture of his hand, 3 more things float up from beneath his desk or his counter.
Ooh.
And he says, for you then, more choices. And you can roll on the table 3 more times.
Okay.
Nice.
Yay!
All right.
Sorry, I'm back.
Gonna do
Hi!
60.
Welcome back.
All right.
60, 29, and 80.
So what was the
Show
thing
me
you
the
rolled for,
special
Adrian?
stock.
15?
Prices.
Huh?
What was the 15-year-old? Is that what the orb is, or was that
No,
the
it's
mask
the
is?
separate ones are represent prices. First one's 2 gold, 6 gold, 2 gold, 1 gold, 4 gold.
Huh.
Did you hear me, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. So you're saying like
The
the.
first item is worth 2 gold. The next item.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
So
6.
the orb is only worth 4?
Yeah, and these are just his prices. They are not necessarily what they are worth. You roll on a random table to get them, and you roll on a random table to see how much they cost. It just 1d6 gold pieces. So, but yeah, there's other things. But anyways, carry on. Okay, so there's your 60.
Now
Um,
that.
That. I like that.
now let's see, what was the next one? 29.
Huh. Okay.
And 80 is the last one. Okay, let's see.
It's a torque.
I think it means
It's
yeah,
I think it's a necklace.
yeah,
Okay.
like a. Well,
it is.
I'd have to look it up. But is it like
Actually,
a?
it looks like a bracelet.
Okay, yeah, like one of those open cuff bracelets.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned something. Yay.
Yeah, just here. There's one in Facebook chat.
Sorry, this does not like to be highlighted and copied. All right, here it comes. Last one. And then
Whoa.
here's the prices of those items.
Ooh. Oh.
Hell fucking yeah, I'm getting that whistle.
Nice.
I'm gonna pick up that orb and walk over to him and so I'm guessing when we ask him about it, this is the description is exactly what he tells us.
Yes.
I'll ask him a little bit more about this and say ask him if there's how long the image lasts and how I'll maybe even ask him if I could test it out.
Sure. Yeah. He waves his hand. He says, "Be a guest."
So I think for a little while, and then I concentrate on like an old kobold I knew a long time ago, and what happens.
Slowly, the orb it's swirling with smoke that's purple colored,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly the smoke starts to kind of glow with multicolors, and then it just makes this little puffy, perfect image of the person as you remember them, but in all the appropriate colors and everything. It's full color.
And it's just motionless, just an image.
Yes.
How realistic does it look?
It looks like it's made out of smoke, so it's slightly see-through, and it's a little puffy, but it's a very good likeness. At least it's exactly what you remember.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to figure out if this would like fool anybody into
No.
No. Mm.
And as far as how long it lasts, I mean it could fool somebody, but it would have to be like until they got a good look at it.
Yeah.
And as far as for how long it lasts as long as you're concentrating on it.
Interesting.
So you all can each buy one thing.
I already bought it.
Yeah, I bought my mask.
All right. put it in the chat what you bought so that I can. Well, here I can make a note. Lucan, you bought a mask. You bought the mask.
Yes.
This mask.
And Porter got the animal teeth
The smoky
necklace. Teeth necklace. Garrosh, you can buy 2 of the items. And
whistle,
if,
right?
if any of you besides Garrosh puts more than one thing on the counter, he just kind of flips out for a quick second, like a hot second, and be like, "No, just one!" And then they'll both go back to the shelves where they were until you bring one back again.
Nice. Nice. Garrosh, what items are you getting?
Did we lose Chris?
Chris?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute, so I had been typing. I mean, I don't think that I would need any of the other 2. I'm gonna get the whistle.
The only other one I could think of is the first one, the bones.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it'll really matter that much.
I don't really know if I would ever use augury though. Like I looked up the spell and it just seems so weird.
It is
It
very
seems
weird.
really weird and unreliable.
A lot of very vague answers.
Yeah.
That is correct.
It's kind of fun.
Just get a fucking magic 8-ball.
The 2 that I choose don't have to be from like the special items. It can be any of them that we've seen.
Yeah, it could be any of them.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll buy. Okay, I'll get the sheep's knuckle bones as well. Please.
Okay, so Garrosh the whistle and
knuckle bones.
Knuckle bones. Anybody else?
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead after playing with it. I'll go ahead and get that orb.
Okay.
I'll bring the orb up to him and say, "This is rather interesting. Could I have it for, say, 3 gold?"
And how much did he have it set at?
4.
4.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, haggling.
Garrosh is or not I'm not Garrosh. Swadrik is a haggler for sure.
He leans forward, nodding as you're talking to him, and then as soon as you ask for a lower price, he says, "No, price is set!" And he grabs the orb from you and it disappears.
Oh no!
Oh. Yeah, I kind of furrow my brow and be like, "Oh, and just kind of grumble away."
Does that mean that he can't buy the orb?
Is it gone? Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not that worried. It's okay.
There you go. Well, I will ask and see if I can't get the orb. Be like, "Oh, I was interested in that too. Is there any chance that I could potentially get it?"
Were you? Do you have anything else that you're holding, or you were just interested in that?
Well, I was also interested in the woodcutter's axe, but I want to get that orb for Svadrik. I'm not gonna tell him that.
Yeah, he will gesture at the axe you're holding and say, for 6 gold, then yes.
For 6 gold for the orb?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. You were just saying that the orb was 4 gold earlier.
Oh my
gosh. Make a persuasion check.
There you go. Well, and does my enchanting allure help in any way, shape, or form? Maybe.
Roll a d100 first.
D100. All right. No,
right
don't
back.
fight me. There we go. 89.
Yeah, he's looking you up and down.
Hey, awesome.
So you can make the persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh. Persuasion. 19.
Yeah. He says, "Oh, very well, pretty lady. You can have orb for original price." And he poof appears in his hand. So for 4 gold. You can have it.
Awesome. I will grab it then. Well, I will gently take it and say, "Well, thank you. I do appreciate it."
He nods and then just sticks the hookah back in his mouth and starts puffing away. And the purple smoke starts to rise and thicken around him and slowly spread out from him. And it is fast becoming impossible to see in here.
Hmm.
What happened?
And then he goes, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So are y'all leaving, or are you going to stand here and smother?
I guess
Well, I
it's
suppose
time
if we
to
don't have any
leave.
other choice.
Yeah,
Put it that way. I am
took the
going to get
necklace
out.
and ran. But, oh,
I'm going to ensure that everyone makes it out all right, though. Gotta count my little ducklings if they all come out.
yeah, I hate to lose the small kobold in the fog.
Yes. Awesome. And once we are all outside, I'll look over to Squadron and be like, "Here you go. I'll got the orb for you, sweetheart." Now,
And yeah, I'll smile and say thank you, and I'll say here and give you the 4 gold.
oh, sweetheart, that's all right. You can keep the gold.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Now,
Oh,
let's just leave the negotiating to me, all right?
hey, I mean, this is not my first day doing this. And sometimes I don't understand these people
That's all
very
right.
well, but
Don't worry. I have 600 years on you, so don't even worry.
oh, so much. Yeah, every time you mention like how old you are, Svadrik always looks like a little in awe of that.
All right. Well, you make your way on down Zastro Street, and as you go, I would like for Neneth to make a perception check.
Alrighty. It's because I'm really tall, huh?
No, it's because you have the highest passive perception of the group.
Oh, nice.
I mean, maybe that is because you're really tall.
That's true.
No.
Okay. As you pass by, you notice 2 things. First, that the smoke has abruptly cleared, and as you look through the window, it looks like an ordinary shop in there. It's not purple. And second, you could have sworn one of those eyes looked at you
Oh. Of the beholder?
from the beholder in the window.
Oh,
Behold.
Ooh.
a little creepy.
All right.
Don't like that.
So as you continue your way down the street, eventually you make your way to the Way of the Dragon, and as you come out here onto this large road, sure enough, as Jimmy was saying earlier, this is a main thoroughfare, and there's a lot of traffic. Looks like maybe the end of lunch hour, people heading back to work and everything, and so you push your way through the bustle and take a quick left onto Candle Lane. And in contrast to the bright, open, busy, loud Way of the Dragon, the further you get down Candle Lane, the more gloomy it is. In keeping with the rest of the Dock Ward, these tall, narrow buildings that hang over the alleys and roads so much that everything is in shadow perpetually.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Gloom envelops this narrow alley, which is really almost as dark as a dungeon, and an odorous one, too. Nearly all of the street lamps have been smashed.
Oh.
The only light that pierces the darkness is a faint flickering from down the lane like a distant candle.
Oh. And then you got me glowing.
Yeah.
Do you actually glow?
Probably my hair at the very least, and I would definitely say at least the like the cracks, and well, they're not really cracks, but like the it looks like almost like lava cracks in my skin. I would bet that glows too.
I would imagine you have some control over it, otherwise you would have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yeah. But
So
I'm
I'll
not.
You
Burn
could
every
certainly
bed you fell
glow.
asleep in.
Yeah, I'm
if you
not
like.
particularly hiding it right now, so I'm just glowing because I want to. Eyes too, because she has red eyes.
Do we need light?
No, but why would
It is pretty dark around you, so
Maybe.
Garrosh at least needs light.
All right, so
Someone hold my hand.
Garage, what do you have?
honey, I'll be your torchlight.
Well, what do you have? Do you have a shield or anything that you're holding?
No, I don't have a shield.
All right, because I can cast light as a cantrip, so I could turn
Cast
something
it
on
on
for you.
his little finger.
You know, I,
Yeah, I
actually,
guess
I
I can.
actually do have a shield.
Well,
Damn.
Do you or you don't you?
I do.
I was gonna say
thinking,
Forge Clear.
Do you
Well,
plan on using it?
at the moment, no.
I would assume walking around with your shield out is okay, even if walking around with your weapon out isn't.
Well, I mean, it's,
I mean, well, right now I wouldn't have it out. I mean, we're just looking, so.
and I mean, I am glowing, like hair, eyes, and well, the cracks in the skin. So, I mean, Adrian, would that be enough for Garage to see?
No, it's
Oh.
not really. It's just like a 5-foot glow. It's very, very faint.
Faint.
It's obvious in the dark, but it doesn't really light the way.
Ah,
Yeah, you're like one of those angler fishes. You're like,
hey, that's true. Hey, that's actually really not.
So
Yeah.
you can see as you make your way down this street, like I said, the street lamp after street lamp that you pass, instead of being lit, are smashed, and you hear like a sort of a loud snap as a shutter is abruptly closed. You see a shadow slip into an alleyway behind you, and some hush whispers behind a door as you pass. The whole place is just generally seedy AF.
Oh yeah.
So the lampposts that are busted, their frames are still up, right?
No, the glass has been smashed in them.
The glass has been smashed. All right. I was gonna light them up just as we walk by, like cast light on each one as we walk by, but
You
Nice.
certainly can do that. It doesn't. The lights don't have to actually. The glass doesn't have to be intact for you to do that. So you can.
And light's also like I think concentration, so you could only do one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time, like
Oh, really?
Dumbledore. Hmm.
you're right. There we
One
go.
Yeah,
object that
it's
is
not
no
like
larger than.
prestidigitation where you can like just light a bunch of
Yeah.
fires.
It's not considered concentration, but you can only do one at a time.
Right.
Oh, nice. Well, I can help out because I have Druidcraft, so I'll light torches too.
I was say the best thing would probably be I could just scurry up and just sit on Garrosh's shoulder and be like, you just walk and I tell you when to stop or turn.
So,
Sounds
with
like a
your
plan
lack
to me.
of light, are y'all attempting to be stealthy as you go down this alley?
Yeah, we
Well,
probably should.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're
That
trying
sounds
to.
like a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. I need everyone to make a stealth check.
All right.
Alrighty.
I will attempt to control my glow.
Fuck.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
I'm
instead of
plus
a
one
glow
on
up,
stealth. Oh well,
glow
I did
down,
really
please.
well.
Go down.
And I hate to be a buzzkill, but Chris, what kind of armor are you in?
I mean, he failed. anyway.
Heavy.
Scale mail.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying he's probably going to be disadvantaged all the time.
But how badly did he fail?
Yeah, you have to roll stealth at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well,
Did we get that nat one?
It's my second 8 tonight.
okay.
Nat
Fuck!
one.
Hilarious.
All right, so this is a group stealth check. So as you make your way down the alley, Garrosh starts to step on a trash bin.
Oh, there's a trash bin right there. Oh.
Yeah, and
Like
Druck
calling it as-
like reins him in over to the side like a horse, and you
Aw.
narrowly avoid it. And then a little bit later, almost step on a cat.
Oh.
Oh, that's
But-
cat.
But you're mostly very, very quiet as you make your way towards this flickering light. And as you come across it, you see it's actually the one street lamp that's still intact on Candle Lane and lit within by a green flame.
Green flame.
Green
Thank you.
flame.
Possibly why they don't call this Candles Lane.
It's at one point.
Let's see. Naneth, Lucan, you can both make Arcana checks if you want.
All right.
No.
Boop, boop, boop. I have a +1. Wow.
You both recognize it as a continual flame spell that has been cast on something inside this street lamp.
It burns forever.
And I accidentally closed my. Right at the very end of this setting. Okay, yeah. Let's see. And everybody can make perception checks.
All right.
Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I have a +4 on fucking perception.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
I'm
It's a good thing
getting,
the
like,
tiny
all
little guy is
high
noticing
rolls
something.
on everything I shouldn't be, and then I hit perception with like a little nope. You
All
know
right.
me, girl.
Lucan, Druck, in the light of the flame, you can see that there's a warehouse directly across the street from the lamp, and painted above the door's handle, illuminated occasionally by this flickering light, is a black winged snake.
Hmm.
Draw everybody's attention, like quietly draw everybody's attention to that.
Oh, is that what the tattoo was on that guy?
Yep.
That's
There's
the
a winged
Zentarum. It's the symbol of the Zentarum.
Clearly not not hiding where they are.
Well, it's not exactly easy to spot.
Oh, okay.
But
So
if
that's
you're
not
looking
like
for it-
signage.
No. It's just it's painted on the door, but in a way that it's not super noticeable unless the light reflects it just right.
Yeah, I'll like nudge Porter and kind of point at it.
I'm too
What?
busy looking at the flame. I'm totally distracted.
What am I looking for?
I kind of like point towards it. I'm like, come on, you're
No, I don't see. What are we pointing at?
winged snake over there. Well, not-
Winged snake.
Come on, he's the blind one, and I point. I point to Garrosh.
I'm like,
He's
maybe
not
I'm
wrong.
colorblind. Maybe everything's just gray.
So it also it's a two-story ramshackle warehouse looking building, and where it comes up against the street, it is fenced, a very tall fence with a gate, a double-doored gate, and then through the fence is a regular-sized door and two large warehouse double doors, and it's on those warehouse doors that this snake is painted, so it's back a bit from the street and not like readily noticeable.
Any windows?
Let's see. As you peer kind of through the gate, and you can see on one wall, catty corner to the double doors, is a dirty window, but it appears to be painted over.
Dirty window.
Yeah, it's painted over, so without going up to it, you're not going to be able to see anything, and even then, it may be a little hard. The front door, not the double doors, but the front door to the right of it, has a sliding peephole little window on it, but it's closed.
Dumbledore.
All right.
You say it's 2-story.
Hmm.
If I look up at the second story, I mean, are there like balconies of any kind or windows up there or?
Not that you can see. No, it's just it's a 2-story building, but there aren't any windows up there. It's very warehouse-like.
Yeah, so,
And so
no like easy easy access to like the roof or anything like that.
not from where you stand that you can see.
What about adjacent buildings? Are the buildings close enough where you can like get some
They are
rooftop or reach
all
over?
ridiculously close to each other. Like there's no
Okay.
alleys that even exist here because of this. So
Hmm.
there's no way around that you can see.
So we could go up onto the top.
What are the other buildings? What are they? Do we know? Like what the on the other side of the warehouse?
It's not really easy to tell. Maybe some other warehouses, maybe some residential areas. Nothing is marked, and everything's very dark.
Hmm.
The gate is not locked. That's in front of you, though.
Well, I could.
It's kind of hanging off of one hinge.
And are there signs that people have been by lately? Like, I don't know, foot more.
You can make a
footprints
survival
or
check
anything?
if you'd like.
Sure.
Yeah, there's been so much foot traffic around that there's just a mess of footprints everywhere. You can see that there's a groove in the dirt where the gate has dragged as it's swung open, but it's old and packed, so who knows how long it's been there. It doesn't give you any idea as to how recently this gate was opened.
So if I look around the street at like buildings and areas near this, are there any good places for us to kind of like post up hidden and kind of like if we wanted to keep an eye on this place?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, we can just like scope it out for a while.
Great. I'm making all these intelligence-based stuff.
I mean, as you walk down this alley, or this road, you've seen what appears to be abandoned buildings. So you imagine you could probably find something.
Because that would be my suggestion is we kind of find a place to like hide for, even if it's just an hour or two, and to just see, spy on this place and see if we see anybody going in and out, or I mean, it seems like there's just the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, and what I could do too is I could transform into a spider, and I could get a nice close up of who is coming and going and whatnot, and I could report back to y'all.
Huh.
And you said there's no like side or back entrance, or not even there's no way to get like around the building.
That's correct. I mean, if you want, you can like continue on down the street and like turn the corner and see if you can find a back way. But there's no way, there's no room or alley access from where you stand.
I
And you
suppose
haven't
other
passed
option.
anything.
Other option is we knock on the door.
I was just thinking that myself, like going and knocking on the door with some pretense to try and open the door, and then maybe Naneth could sneak in as a spider and see what's going on.
That's true. I could do that.
And we can give her like a set amount of time, say like give her like 10, 15 minutes, and then go knock on the door again to let her back out.
That would be a little fishy. Maybe we could knock on the door and try and just get in and, we could act like we're looking for a job.
I would like y'all to all make stealth checks again as you stand here deliberating what to do.
Dead.
I mean, I can I'm fine with knocking on the door.
That is my third 8 in a row.
No, that's weird.
I'm pretty persuasive. I think I could make a go of trying to find a vendor, not a vendor, but a buyer. I can make sure I can knock on the door and say, hey, I'm coming to confirm that this is where we're supposed to deliver the ale that's coming in a couple of
Oh,
days,
and I
and
can
see what
help
they.
too.
I
can
mean,
be
I'm
very
saying as far as
persuasive.
Yeah.
pretense to get the door open and closed to try and do
Well,
a
but
little
we don't
stealth
want to
recon.
just open the door. We want to get in. So is
Well,
there
I
any
have-
pretense we could get in there?
I could kick down the door.
That is
That's a,
that.
that's a pretty good pretense.
So
I
you
think we're
don't
trying for
see
subtlety here,
anyone.
though.
Still,
That's pretty
there's
subtle.
no
I can burn the
sign.
place down.
There's no sign yet of anyone. But you are just kind of standing around here in the
Yeah.
middle of this.
Well,
Whispering to each
I'm
other.
sure
Right.
we've like pulled off to the side at the very least, kind of
Okay, so you
huddled.
can continue down a little bit the alley
Yeah.
before stopping to the side, kind of around
Yeah.
a door jam or something, out of sight of the warehouse.
Not completely out of sight. I still want to be able to see it, especially to make sure that if we notice anybody coming and going.
Okay.
But
All right.
yeah, like not
Yeah,
right in front of it, standing talking about how we're gonna get inside.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Uh,
I still think that either the best way that we're going to get in there is I don't know that we're going to be able to get in as a whole group. That might be a little bit too suspicious. I think that the best way is for me to sneak over there as a spider and wait for someone to come. I can get into the building and scout around, and then
Well-
I can try to come back out.
we don't have to wait, and I could like pull out of my pocket my thieves' tools.
That's true. The one thing I like the thieves tool thing. The one thing I do have to say is whatever we should do, we should probably not be kicking down the door. We don't want to violate that as edicts, you know.
Well, if that's the case, then hey, Lucan, how about me and you go knock on that door real quick and say, hey, special delivery, where you want it?
Yeah, let's do that.
There we
I-
go. Let's go.
I think that's a good idea. So the gate is open, right?
That's correct.
And is the gate?
I mean, it's unlocked. It's not open, and it's two double. It's like picture the modern chain link fence, the two
Right.
double chain link gates. It's kind of like
Right,
that, except not modern.
And is that the delivery bay for the warehouse itself?
It
As
appears
opposed-
to be, yes.
All right, so let's go in that way, and that way, well, I guess the door with the sliding one is going to have the people in it. Let's go there, actually.
Yeah. Well,
And these guys can try and sneak in through the.
all right, Lucan. Here's what I'm
Through
gonna
the gate.
tell you. Here's what I'm gonna tell you, Lucan. Ask for Jerry. There's always a Jerry. Just ask him and say, hey, where's Jerry? He needs to sign for this. We got it coming in tomorrow. We need to know where to put it. Trust me.
Got it.
I've seen it 1,000 times.
Do you guys want me to go in and I could try to open a door?
Well, I don't want you to misconstrue this, but Lucan's a dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hauling stuff is kind of a male thing.
Oh, God damn it.
And what
I mean, I
happens
just
to
want to
me?
say that a pretty lady like you ain't gonna be hauling kegs
No,
of beer
but-
around.
She could be. She has said she could be a spider. She could be a spider
Oh.
literally on one
Yes,
of your
that's what I
legs.
meant. Is I could
Yeah,
get
yeah.
inside. I
Okay,
could
well,
get inside.
I feel a
either-
little dumb now.
No, that's all right. No, I was gonna say I could get inside the warehouse while you guys are,
Well,
delivering.
I mean, we won't have any contact with you, so you're kind of on your own.
that's
that's-
fine. I can open up
That's
the
up
door.
to you.
Wait. Why don't we give her the whistle?
Well, what? And then we're just gonna have some kind of whistle going off, going, "Where is it? Where is it?"
We'll have-
I can hear it.
We'll have a little spider with a whistle on its back.
Well, it's what only your party could hear.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
we could
So
hear
Yeah.
it. So if she got
it
in
would be
trouble
like a
at the very least,
signal type
then we
thing.
know. All right, we have to bust in.
Okay,
You know what
yeah.
also would work? Her going, "Help!"
No,
No,
I
everybody
like the
would hear
whistle.
it.
I love the whistle.
No,
idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I will hand the whistle to Naneth.
Alright.
If you're
Yeah.
wearing it, whenever you
Mhm.
or if you are holding it, touching it, whatever, whenever you transform, it's absorbed into your body,
Okay.
and then
Cool.
that way you could always untransform and blow it if you needed to.
No,
You
Yeah.
she's
don't have to
gonna have
carry
that.
it as a spider, and you also cannot blow it as a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
she,
what
but she
I was
talks
gonna
with a
say is
lisp now.
either
She whistles
now
when she
now
talks.
listen. Now if you hear one long, sharp, piercing whistle, a long one, one single blow of the whistle, that means I'm in trouble. But if I do two short, piercing whistles, that means I found and opened a door for y'all.
Uh,
Ooh, that got complicated.
yeah, because you know what? You blow a whistle, bad. You don't blow a whistle, good. All right, let's go.
I think that makes more sense. Yeah. Though I do. Is there a place where Garrosh and I can maybe hide and just be like near the door ish in case we have to burst in?
Sure, you can both make stealth checks to see if you successfully hide,
Well,
or
yeah.
to see how well you hide.
Okay.
Good.
Oh my
grief.
god!
I'm big. I'm like 6'8", and I'm
So-
hot as fuck. Everybody sees
Garrosh, here's what we're gonna tell you. You're gonna be the dumb one. You
Clapping your ass.
stand
She
here.
just keeps giving you away.
Yes.
Stand right here.
Yes.
So
Clap
you
your ass
see
cheeks together.
you see Druck kind of squeeze himself between two buildings, and then Garrosh just stands in front of him.
It's not his fault he was born with that wagon.
Garrosh, your tummy thick.
Oh my god! I'm like, you
Colonel.
keep trying, Garush, and then I'm gonna turn into a tiny little house spider,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
All right.
hitch a ride on. I'm gonna hitch a ride on Lucan to get to the door.
Okay.
That works. So
To the door.
I'm gonna stride up to the door and just knock, kind of with like, not a, just confidence and authority, like trying to get somebody's attention in the building.
I'm gonna look very bored.
I'm gonna be ready to jump off of Lucan and get to the door.
All right. So, tell me when you do what. Order of things. Who goes first?
Lucan knocks.
Yeah, so I'll stride up to the door and knock on the door.
Okay. There is no answer. You wait a moment. It's quiet.
Hey, Jerry. Oh, down. That's
And we don't hear anything inside.
Yeah, I start hitting that door harder. Do. Hey, Jerry, you in there?
No, everything's quiet.
Damn it, Jerry.
Does the door have a knob? Like,
Yeah, can we check the dumb?
Yeah, there's a handle.
Can we open it?
We'll try the door.
It's locked.
Of course. Bang louder.
Yeah, nothing happens. Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
We're trying to make a delivery here. Anybody home?
so Naneth,
Yeah.
you have hopped off of Lucan's shoulder and you're scurrying under the crack in the door. Correct?
Yes. Nice. Okay, I'm in.
All right. So you see. Let's see. You see a warehouse. Do spiders have dark vision?
Yes, I think they do.
assume. I don't know.
I just had it pulled up and then I dropped it again. Let me pull it up real quick.
They do. 30 feet,
Okay, cool.
dark vision.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. You see a warehouse. There's boxes stacked all over the place. A long hallway in front of you to the left, and a more open area directly in front of you. Up above, you can just make out on the second floor what looks like an opening, like the entire middle of it is open to the second floor, like a typical warehouse with a balcony running around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And there's tables and chairs that have been carelessly tossed across the floor right in front of you, and there are corpses of a dozen men lying along the walls.
Oh.
There are rapiers and daggers lying nearby,
Hmm.
and you can just catch sight on the far edge as you scurry around on the north side of the area, stairs rising to the open level above.
Meanwhile,
And I would
I'm
like you to make a perception check.
Alrighty. Do I do that as myself or the spider?
As a spider.
Okay. I don't know that I actually have
Yeah, it's just a straight wisdom check.
Oh, okay, so just a D20.
D20. Mm-hmm.
D20. Okay. Yeep, yeep. Oh well.
It does say the spider has a passive perception of 12. I don't know if that matters.
Yes, it
I got
does
an
a
18.
little bit. But
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I'm outside whispering different like facts I know about the way of the shadow that I've learned to Garrosh, just trying to like help him. Like, okay, so try and look dark. Like I'm not being very helpful.
And I'm talking to Lucan. All right, Lucan, I'm gonna give her like, I don't know, 10 seconds, and then I'm gonna wedge my big fucking axe into this door and see if I can pop it open.
Well, before you do that, let's try
Well-
the door on the side.
Well, before I do that, I'm gonna open this door with my big fucking axe.
Oh, here we go.
Aw.
Did I hear this?
You're so worried about me.
Probably not. I'm
Probably
just-
not. You
well, I'm
also
probably
you were
just
kind of
whispering
across the street, so.
So I clasp.
I hold my hands up, all 10 of them, and then one finger goes down.
You have 10 hands? Jeez.
Yeah, I was about
No,
to say. Wow.
But you know what I mean. I hold my 2 hands up and one finger goes down,
Well,
Meanwhile, back in the warehouse.
Mhm.
and then another one goes down.
Hey, stop it. I'm controlling the timetable around here. So, Naneth,
Yes.
as you are creeping around in here, you see quick movement and a sort of a scutter, and you spot 3 humanoid figures that are crouched and hiding behind some of the boxes in this area.
Not cool. Are they what's the word I'm looking for? I guess menacing, like
They seem to
look
be
like-
hiding,
Okay, so they're hiding.
and they don't seem very big.
Okay, cool. Do they look like they might be children?
It's hard to tell.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna carefully scuttle closer to them.
I got 4 fingers down now.
All right, 4 fingers down. Make another perception check
Righty. Oh wait, D20.
and stealth check.
Oh shit. 10, and I don't actually know what my spider stealth.
Your stealth, I have it pulled up now, is pretty good, I think.
I got a +4 on stealth.
Yeah.
Cool. So roll D20 +4.
Mm-hmm.
Roll +4. Roll. Oh, well.
All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah. So as you're creeping past you creep past the first box and you look down and you just see this hooded figure, kind of seems to be wearing dark clothes and dark skin and just kind of blending into the shadows. And you creep up to the next box and same story. And as you are starting to continue on to the next box, the figure suddenly lunges at you.
No!
I got
And
6 fingers.
yeah, and
7 fingers.
and
I'm just a
all
baby
you
elf.
see is yes, but they rolled higher than your stealth, so
Damn
they
it.
noticed you. And for whatever reason, this particular thing is seeming to be making an unarmed strike at you with its mouth,
What?
His mouth?
Ooh, it's trying to eat
or I should say, its beak.
Oh.
Alright.
And it misses you as you
Raccoons.
scurry away.
sweet. Thank goodness. All right.
8 fingers
Meanwhile,
down.
back outside of the outside of the warehouse, y'all can all make Lucan and Porter make perception checks for me. Okay, you both hear as like a wood squeaking across wood, and that's it.
I step out of his way and I wave him forward. Go ahead.
And
I'm at the door.
And I go, wait a minute. 9, 10. And then I take my axe out and I go, well, the mail's got to get through. And then I shove it into the door.
Yes.
And try to pop that son of a bitch open.
Yes.
At this point, I'm going to look at Garrosh and go, I think we should move.
Yeah.
So Garrosh and Druck rush across the alley as you see them starting to open the door.
May I cast guidance on Druck?
You certainly may.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
You get guidance.
And it is at this point that I'm going to move you all to the next map. Can you put your tokens all together for me?
I don't know about
Oh, yeah.
My damn token is.
I was
Gotta
like, I
zoom
think
all the way out.
I'm in the harbor for some reason. I don't know.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, last time I
Oh,
saw
never
you,
mind.
you were...
These aren't your correct tokens. Let me grab your stuff. Let's see. I guess.
Yeah, last time I saw Druck, he was rampaging through one of the city streets.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm swimming in the ocean for some reason, despite the fact that my fire's genasi.
Okay.
Hot tub.
Yeah, it's a hot tub. I've turned the
Hot tub
ocean
time
into a hot
machine.
tub.
Oh, there I am. I think that's me.
I do run hot.
I need to get you wild shape tokens too, don't I? Let me put that note
Don't
down.
worry.
Wild shape tokens. Just poach all the ones from Jimmy's game.
There you go.
I can
Minus
send you
the
files if you
dinosaurs.
need it. I can send you the files if you need it.
Okay. I think I can just pull it straight from there, to be honest, since it's on my Roll20 account. Okay, let's see. Let me pull you over. One moment, please. This is gonna. Please hold.
I think instead of a berserker, I'm gonna go totem warrior.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Them bones, man.
Gonna dig up a big old pile of damn bones.
Totem would, it would be kind of interesting since you're all kind of about like animals in that you eat them.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, yeah. I cannot wait to be a Circle of the Spores druid. Because I remember you telling me about it, Jimmy, right? It was like a couple weeks after we just picked our
Tube of Annihilation.
Yes, and I was like, fuck! God, that sounds so fucking cool! And so I was like, no, I'm sorry, I really want to do this. Like, I was like, I know I've done a druid before, but I really want this.
Alright. Almost got it. 1 second.
Yeah, I too am very excited about next level.
Mm.
Because I get magic.
Hell yeah.
Magic monk.
Alright, here we go. I'm moving y'all over.
Shadow monks are fun. I love playing Fang.
Alright, you're going to find yourself in the lower left-hand corner, unless you are Neneth, in which case you're kind of more in the middle left-hand side of the map.
There I am.
So,
Hello.
Lucan and Porter, you're standing on either side of the locked door. Druck and Garrosh, you are inside the yard.
Damn, I can't see shit.
And as you can, you may be able to. Let's see if I can- Okay, yeah, you really
Immersion.
Can you say me? Can you see me?
I can't see anything. Just me.
Okay.
I see you guys.
Just my own handsome mug.
Well, Garrosh can't because he doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say as we run up, I'm gonna say, here, grab this, and I'm gonna thrust my quarterstaff, like one end of it, into your hand,
Yeah.
and kind of like guide you.
Okay.
Aww.
I want you to say. "Is
You
that your
also have
quarterstaff?"
a torch that you can light if you want to, Garrosh.
Were
But
you happy to see me?
And
I mean, at this point, you would assume your stealth is blown anyway.
Yeah,
so if
yeah,
you'd
because he's
like-
knocked down the door. Okay, yeah, I'll light
what
it.
I could do is I could just like point you to like where I am
Mhm.
and be like, be in a square next to me, you know, because I'm
Mhm.
right here.
Yeah,
All right, I'll light your torch for you.
thank you.
There you go.
Sweet,
Oh,
thank you very
light
much.
on for you.
All right, so here's the big double doors. There's a dirty window over here, a blacked out window, and
It's double doors.
what are you? Tell me what you're doing, Porter. They're hard to see with the dynamic lighting, but they're right here.
Okay. I am.
You guys are at the small door.
Oh.
Which one are you trying to open? Double doors or small door?
I guess a small door.
Okay.
I am- You know, like they could open the door with like a credit card. Now imagine my axe as a giant credit card, except it has a handle off it for extra leverage when I pop this shit open.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
That's a save.
Shut up.
Okay. It pops but does not open, and at this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no!
So don't forget to select your token first, then roll.
Oh, come on.
Shit.
I didn't roll an 8, but I got an 8.
Oh man, I didn't have this. Dang it! I did not have the poop. All right, let's see. Sorry that it was initiative tracker wasn't cleared from last time. Making sure I'm not doing the wrong thing here. Okay. And let me roll for these fun guys.
Mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Mushrooms.
Yummy.
Wait, what?
No, I said fun guys.
Oh, I
And
was.
they were being silly.
There was a moment when I was like, wait, really?
Okay, Lucan, you are up first.
I tell him I heard something pop. Maybe push on it.
So I'm going to touch myself with
Whoa.
my. Yes, I am. Going to touch
Hey.
myself and cast Armor of Shadows
I say, hey
Okay.
man, I'm just trying to open the door here.
and kick that door down.
Is that an action or a bonus action? The armor
Let's
shadows.
see. Well, it says you can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot or material components.
No, mage
Okay,
armor
so
is an action.
mage armor.
Though,
Is
so.
an action? All right.
Which you could still do, and if you'd like, you could try to use your movement and just rush through the door. You'll be making a strength check to try to ram it open.
Sure, why not? Let's embarrass myself here.
And do it with disadvantage because the door is still locked.
I believe.
What the?
I believe you'll get
But the
it.
the DC is low because it's been cracked. Not strength save, just a straight strength roll.
Yeah, you have to go.
Or you can
Oh,
use
sorry.
athletics. You can use either straight strength or athletics, whichever is better for you.
Let's see. Is athletics better? It doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Okay.
Strength.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
bad.
Oh no.
I don't think I can get worse disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
oh.
Yes, I could. Yes, I could.
Yeah,
I
you
bloody my
bounce
nose.
off the door and are unable to.
I just watch you
crack it.
face plant right into it, and I
But,
just wince. Like,
But your
oh.
mage armor's up. All right, Porter.
I forgot you were a caster. This, that's
He's
embarrassing.
Porter's repeating his sexist comments from earlier.
Huh? No, he was supposed to be the. Anyways,
No, I know what you mean. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I'm gonna rage and beat the living shit out of this door.
Okay, I think you have advantage on strength checks.
That's
with,
correct.
All right. You can roll the advantage. All right, with a tell me what that looks like as you rage and burst it down. What does Porter's rage look like? Because we haven't seen this
I
yet.
roll my eyes and say, "Give me a fucking break, and I hit it with my head.
Wow. And with that, the door crashes open. Let me let you in.
And I say, "Here's Johnny."
Yeah.
Here's Porter.
So,
Oh, sorry.
Porter, as you slam into this building, you can see above you the dark warehouse is open above you with a balcony that runs along the entire edge here, and you don't see anything. The noise you heard earlier, though, the screech of wood, came from this direction. So you still have some movement left if you want to use
I
it.
say really loudly, "Jerry, I got a delivery for you."
And you actually came in right here. This is where the
Okay.
doorway was. So.
And let's see here. I head towards the boxes. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. And as you round that corner right there, you see a hooded figure with dark eyes and a black beak and feathered hands. Lunge in the middle of recovering from lunging up onto the top of this box.
I point at him and say, "I need a signature on this."
All right.
Oh God.
It is at this point that this thing turns and looks at you and says, "We're closed for delivery." And then
"Fuck, really?"
with a squawk is going to fly, sort of, not really actually fly, but run at you, flying with a flying leap, and attack you with his short sword.
Okay.
And as it hits you with a 20, not natural, you're going to take 4 points of piercing damage, and the thing says to you, "No signature!"
And I look at him at the short sword that's stuck in me, and I go, "It's been a while since I've eaten kenku."
And then, as you say that, another figure appears from around the corner, jumps over a box, jumps at you, and stabs at you with a short sword while yelling, "I need a signature on this!" It's gonna miss, though.
Yes.
And then the final that you can see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can hear another one coming up from behind you, but he doesn't. Well, no, I guess he'll dash all the way, and you're now surrounded as another one comes up behind you, and it says, "I need no signature."
I start laughing and go, "Drumsticks tonight!"
Oh.
All right, and next is Garrosh's turn.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna come over here. Wait. Let's see.
Yeah. So all you hear
1,
is
2, 3,
me
4, that's
me yelling about eating
Yeah.
and drumsticks, and I need a fucking
1,
signature.
2. Okay, so that's 30.
Mhm.
Oh hell. Okay. Oh man, I feel bad for these birds.
Don't.
He doesn't. I do. He doesn't. I do.
Don't. They won't feel for very long.
I know. No, he doesn't.
Chris,
It's just me.
Chris is a bird fan.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I
this is
forgot
my
Chris
this is
likes
my first
birds.
time encountering kinkus in games, so I'm very happy.
know.
Even though they're gonna die.
Sorry, Kinku.
They're gonna die so hard.
You know, I
Um,
don't want to undo everything, but are they actually talking?
Yes.
They are.
They can.
Well,
They're
They've been
mimicking.
mimicking
yeah,
everything.
one of them was
They are
mimicking you.
apparently mimicking somebody, some thug with a Yorkshire accent that you, or no, not a Yorkshire, but like a Boston accent
Mhm.
that you haven't heard before, a voice you haven't heard before,
I
and
mean,
they
they
are
totally get it
they are
back.
mixing that voice
Mhm.
with everything that Porter has said so
Yeah.
far.
Gotcha.
I love it. Okay, I gonna. Why not? Why not? I'll go big. I'm gonna hit this one here with a guiding bolt.
Woohoo! Guiding bolt is fun.
Fuck!
Up butt.
No! It's my
Well,
first
you went
goal of the
No.
game. Okay.
Fail.
Nah, it's okay. There's always next time. Okay, so that didn't work.
All right, Sodric.
Okay, so I guess I probably need to get into the building.
Do you say
Right.
anything, Garrosh, when you come in?
Um,
I'm going
No.
big.
no.
Okay.
No, now I'm just embarrassed.
Yeah, I can actually make it here. As I kind of whip in and see what's going on. I'm gonna run up to
Come on
this.
here, friends.
I'm gonna run in here, and I think I'm just going to attack normally. So I'm gonna hit this guy with my quarterstaff first.
Okay.
Did that do anything? Oh, it just
No, it
took
didn't. That's gonna be a miss.
And then an unarmed strike.
That's a hit. All right.
Bop him on the head.
You punch this thing in the kidney from behind, and it whirls around at you, and it says, "Jerry, no, no drumsticks."
What the fuck?
Yes.
All right. Anything else for you?
Nah, that's it.
All right. Naneth, Carne Marai, you are up. You, just so you know, as a spider, you are perched on top of this very large box. It's a good 8 feet square.
Nice. And so let me spin my butt so I can see what is kind of going on.
Right here, if any of y'all are
Nice.
wondering.
I am going to climb my butt down. I'm gonna get up on this dude here, and I'm gonna fuck up as I try to place my token first, and I'm going to bite him.
I have a quick question for y'all.
Yes.
Mhm.
Do you want to use flanking rules in this campaign? We tried it out just a little bit last time, and I was going to ask y'all at the beginning of the session. You can if you want to, but if you do, I do.
I don't remember the
What? I don't know what you mean.
It's just
Oh,
good
sorry. I'm getting
I don't
I'm getting
think
my
we did that last
You're
time.
right.
What
you're
is it
right.
when we're
I'm getting my
flanking somebody?
games mixed up. I did it in my other game.
What? It's advantage.
If you are directly opposite of an ally, flanking on either side
Mhm.
of an enemy, you get advantage on your strike.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I mean, personally, I would say no, only because of what you just said. If we use it, they use it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not, but
So
I don't.
that's one vote for no.
But I'm not going to argue if everybody else wants to. That's fine.
You know, let's revisit this again
Okay.
at the next battle. So
Sure.
for now, we'll say no flanking because we'd have
Sure.
to retcon a couple of things.
That's cool.
Sounds good.
And then maybe in the next battle we could try it out and then see which we liked better.
Sounds
Okay. All right. Cool.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna bite him. So it says a +4 to hit. So it's a D20 +4.
good. Yes, you're just a regular sized spider.
Yes.
All right, bite him.
Alrighty. You see how I do?
Oh,
I'm
God.
not going to do
Everybody
anything.
is doing really awful with their rolls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was doing really well there for a hot minute with my rolls.
Yeah. Ever since this initiative started.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so Lucan, did you want to move anywhere, Neneth, or was that it?
I'm gonna scuttle around in this barrel. Can I kind of like hide behind it a little bit? This one?
Behind, yeah, you can go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, okay.
No, it takes an action to hide if you're not a rogue. So
Okay.
you can get behind it. You'll just
Yeah.
have cover, but it's not
Yeah,
actually
that's it.
hiding.
Sorry, I phrased it
Okay,
badly.
yeah,
That's mainly
no
what
worries.
I meant is to kind of cover.
Yeah, I'll say you have 3/4 cover because it's a big barrel. You're a small spider.
I'm itty bitty spider.
All right. Lucan
I'm
is
bitty spider.
casting Sacred Flame at somebody.
Actually, I was clicking on it just to read it to see what
Been there, done that.
what it does. Yeah, like I'm totally noobing out on here tonight.
Don't worry. If you're looking.
So I'm gonna move in.
Okay.
And let's see. So I can go 30, right? So it'd be 10, 20. 25. Let's do it there. And man, you really can't see anything, can you? Are those huge boxes in the way? Is that what that is? Looks that way.
Yes.
This right here.
Yeah. Like I see big black columns on my screen coming up.
Yeah, it's just it's the dynamic lighting blocking your view because they're big boxes.
Gotcha. All right. So as I step in, then this is what I can see is what I should be able to see, right?
That's correct.
What you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. So let's see. Sfrodrick is right here. There's Porter. And this guy's over here. Yeah, I'm gonna blast this guy. Is that clicking? Is that showing you?
No. This guy or this guy?
That last guy you just clicked on.
This one? Straight in
Yeah.
front of you?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, an Eldritch Blast.
So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw?
Well, now with I'm not gonna hit him with the Sacred Flame. I'm gonna hit him with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so make an attack
such
roll.
a good spell. I love that spell.
It's hands down the best cantrip.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, well,
I played a
damage
warlock
cantrip.
in my other campaign.
All right, that's a hit.
Bam.
Nice.
So now I roll a d10, right?
Just click the Eldritch Blast in the chat, and it will roll damage for you.
Oh, sweet. Boink.
All right. So what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
Oh, you guys didn't get the pic I sent earlier? Oh man.
Oh.
The GIF.
Was it in Facebook?
I thought so.
That's too much.
Today?
Oh no, you know what? It may have been in Discord. Now that I think about it.
Okay. Discord.
Was it in Discord? Let me see.
Oh my god, I'm part of so many groups. It might take me a second to find the group. No, I don't see it.
No, yeah, nothing from today.
Oh wow.
Paint me a picture, Tony.
Yeah.
Paint
me a word picture.
But the image is so powerful. All right, I'll find the image for the next session. But this time, what happens is Lucan has 2 rings on either hand that you guys are now noticing for the first time, and on his left hand he has a ring of iron, and on his right hand it's a ring of mithril. So he holds his chest with his right hand and takes his left hand, forms a fist, and points it at the Kenku, and a blast of energy rockets out of his knuckles into the Kenku's chest.
What color is this?
So the let's say purple today.
Okay.
Oh, purple.
Let's see if I have anything for that.
It's the color of the day.
What's with everybody in the purple?
Hey, I was
Well-
digging that shop.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Check that out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing anything for me. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. So with a squawk, this thing whirls to look at you, and it looks pretty hurt. All right, Porter,
Where that
you are
came
up
from,
next.
chicken.
I'm going to hit the one behind me.
Okay. The one that Druck hit,
The one that was called Jerry.
or the one that yelled out, Jerry.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, see this one?
This one.
This one.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, I had the wrong thing. Oh, now I can't get rid of it.
I can get rid of it.
And now a swirl of mist has appeared upon him.
Let me just. He also takes.
Ow.
Good
Takes.
grief.
Well, you crit your damage.
Well, he also takes 2.
It
Great
doesn't
damage.
matter.
He fucking explodes, dude.
he fucking explodes. Oh.
With a
Gonna be
shriek
one of those
and a
where,
spray
like,
of blood and feathers.
I hear the word Jerry, and there's just this wild look in my eye, and as I turn around and swing my hog splitter back, what once was one Kenku is now 2 falling over, and I just see Druck. And me and Druck stare at each other's eyes, and I'm just smiling.
I like to think there's like a blood splatter with like
Uh-huh.
a perfect Druck outline behind me where the blood didn't go.
Oh man. Oh Lord.
Yeah, as you pile drive this thing to the floor, the 2 Kenku behind you both scream out in unison, Jerry! Did you want to move or anything here? Or are you staying where you're at?
I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay, they are going to attack you with vicious savagery.
That's
They're
fine.
going to have advantage on their attacks.
I just wanted to get rid of the flank.
Alright, so the first one is going to hit you with a 23 for 6 points of piercing damage.
I took 3.
And the second one, does a 13 hit your AC?
Nope.
Okay, so the second one is going to miss you. And he's going to squawk out, Jerry, drumsticks tonight.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
And then from the shadows in the balcony above,
Oh, no.
an arrow is going to whiz down towards you.
Oh.
Oh no.
Towards me?
And yes, and it is going to hit you for 9 points
Oh,
of piercing damage as it buries itself in your shoulder.
Oopsie doopsie.
So
He's
that-
raged, so,
So that's 4.
Mhm. All right. And then the this one right here, who's attacked first and who attacked Carnamarai, is going to say in a gruff Cockney, or not Cockney, I keep saying that, Boston voice, "No time for drumsticks. Just get him to the boss." And then they seem to be making moves to turn it. No, they are going to turn and run. They're going to turn and run. But where? Okay, they're going to go this way.
But do they get it? Do I get
Yes.
an opportunity?
You both do. Uh-huh.
little
Yay.
spider. Little spider opportunity.
Gonna fuck you up. That's a +4 on that one, so that would be 15.
All right. That's a hit.
All right. No, what my
the-
damage would be.
Uh,
1d1, a 1d1 piercing damage. So we're gonna say it's a 1, plus a 1d4 poison.
Ow,
Oh.
bad spider bite.
Yeah.
So 5 points on.
5 points. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's he actually screams out, in terrible pain, but he's still alive. Thank goodness.
That's hilarious.
All right. Let's see. And the first hit on the hog splitter actually hit too. The 13 hit.
Nice.
Order.
Oh, I should roll again.
A 13 hit with a 14 didn't? That's great.
Wait, how'd you
How are you
do?
attacking twice on an attack of opportunity? That's what
For
I was.
both of them?
No, you get
One
one.
for each?
No, you have to
Oh.
use your reaction.
Oh.
So you use your reaction to make an attack of opportunity, so you only get one.
Oh, that's,
All right. Yeah,
so
you.
that's 6.
All right. Okay, so you hit the same one that Carney the Mirai hit, and it is just limping off, trailing feathers and blood, but it's running. All right. Next up is Garrosh.
All right. Let's see.
Help me.
Yeah, I'm
You can
getting
make
to
a
that.
perception check if you want.
I was going to ask about that because
Okay.
I want to know where the arrow's coming from.
I can take about 2 more arrow hits and then I am gonna take a nap.
Bro, I got you.
Yeah, we got you.
Actually,
Shit.
yeah, okay. No, that's enough because it revealed himself pretty much whenever it.
Oh.
Let's see. So it's actually right here, standing on a balcony, and so it has cover. But
Where?
you see, right here, and it's
Right
on the second floor.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I can't see.
All right. Let's see. Give me a second.
So it will have some cover, but you can take a
Yeah.
shot at it if you have anything
Let's
ranged.
see. Give me just a second. Shit. Okay. This is all a lot of new information. Let's see. I cast Healing Word on Porter,
Okay.
and so that will be level 1.
That's pretty good. That's max.
And then I will, after for this dude or lady, I don't know.
Wait. Is there someone behind me? Oh. How
Yeah,
did that
this
person
is-
get over there?
He was. It's the one that
He's the archer.
shot the arrow.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
level
I
one.
There-
thought the arrow shot was coming from up the stairs.
Well, no, not the stairs, but there's a balcony that runs like this entire length
All right, and then
above you on the second floor,
Okay.
and it is up there on that balcony shooting down. But I put it, instead of putting him on the second floor part of the map where you can't see him, I put him here
Understood.
so y'all can
Understood.
see his position.
Okay, so and then this guy, I will use Toll the Dead.
All right. It's going to be a. Let's see. Okay.
I need to
I
make a thing
failed,
for this later.
and so roll 1d8 because this
Okay.
is not taking any damage yet.
All right. Move, turn, order, move. Okay. Shit.
All right. So it takes 3 points of damage. And next up, did you want to move or anything, Garrosh?
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna move here.
All right. Next up is Svadruk.
All right. So my first question is, how high are these boxes and barrels over here?
They're short enough that you could make a athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can get over them, and if you're successful, it won't slow you down.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to Step of the Wind, use a key point to bonus action dash, and I I'm going to get to. Well, let me see. Hang on. So 5. All right. So that's 20. I'm going to try and kind of nicely Neo run up this wall a little bit to leap over this. So let's use my acrobatics.
Easily.
My gelato.
25, 30.
He
And
knows
I
Kung
don't
Fu.
see where those guys went, or did they go up the stairs?
No, you actually. You do actually see them. You catch a glimpse of them over here. They're by that window, which is right here, and they seem to be stopped at the window to open it so that they can go through.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So 30, 40.
You can
wait,
barely see them. Yeah, you'll have to definitely go around these boxes to get to them, which would be like this distraction.
30, 40. I'm sorry, hang on. 30, 35, 40, 45,
There, you can see them.
50.
Nice. And
All
this
right.
one with the red dot is the one that is super hurt.
Okay.
As you come around the corner, they both look back and kind of scream panicked at each other. No, Jerry!
I'm actually going to attack the one that's not hurt.
Okay.
And unfortunately I can only make one attack, but here goes. You know what? I'm going to grasp my quarterstaff with both hands. So I'm going to make a two-handed hit on this one.
Okay.
And there's a weird delay.
That's a hit. On the one that wasn't injured?
Correct.
All right, you hit him very hard, clock him over the head, and he reels from the blow.
Man, I miss hitting twice in a turn.
Is that your turn?
Yes. Yeah,
right.
that's everything I could do.
All right. Carnemarai.
Awesome. Okay. It's like a bonus action. Can I come out of my wild shape?
Yes, you can. Actually, I don't even think it's a bonus action. I think you just drop it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go
I
ahead
could be
and
wrong,
drop
but-
it. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop my wild shape, and I'm
Okay.
gonna move over towards Svadruk. So that's about 20 feet. Catch up here. Let me spin my token now. Alright, so that was 20. So I could get to there, right?
Yes.
There. Oh god, go away, bar. I'm trying to move.
And y'all let me know how you're liking this spinning type stuff.
There we go. Alright, this is this the one that's hit?
This one is super hurt. They're both hurt now, but this one is with the red dot is super hurt.
Oh, cool, awesome. Then
He's
I'm
the
gonna
one
go
you
ahead
bit.
and cast Chill Touch at him.
Okay.
I guess I probably didn't need to get that close to him, but that's hit, I'm sure.
Well, if you're casting Chill Touch directly in front of him, you actually have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack. I know
Oh,
it
never
says
mind then.
touch.
Can I hit him with my quarterstaff then?
You can.
Is that a
That
hit?
is a hit.
Okay. 7.
That's your one takesy backsies of this.
Okay,
of
thank you.
the game.
Thank you. Okay.
The hit. Are you planning on making this hit lethal? Are you trying to kill this thing and knock it out?
I guess I'll try to knock it out.
You knock him cold.
Yes.
He goes over like a feather. No pun
Nice.
intended. And this one squawks out, "Jerry, no drumsticks."
Aw.
Chicken drumsticks. As he's frantically messing with the catch on the window.
Aw.
All right, Lucan.
All right. So the guy up on the balcony is still around, right?
Yes, and you can see him. He's
And Porter, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. So let's see. So we're gonna move 10, 20, and I can't throw my guy. Come here. Yeah. So let's blast that guy up on the balcony with a
okay.
Eldritch Blast as well. Eldritch Blast as well.
It's gonna unfortunately miss.
Darn.
Dagnabbit. All right. I think that's pretty much my turn. I think. There's anything else I can do.
Okay, Porter, you're up next.
All right. So they moved up here. 5, 10, 15.
You're gonna have to make a acrobatics or
Can I
athletics
go through
check
here?
to push through them. You can either jump over or push through them to not be slowed down. Acrobatics or athletics check. Otherwise, it's difficult terrain. All right, yeah, you push through them easily.
Where are they?
This direction. You can see them over the boxes around the corner here.
Is
You
that
can see me glowing.
That's Carnamarai. They are right here.
oh? So I want to just go straight at them.
You're gonna have to. You can't go through these boxes; they're too high. You could try climbing up on top of them, but you probably wouldn't be able to attack still in this turn.
You could probably just climb. You could probably just step over Svadra.
She makes a good point.
I
Love
want
you,
to.
Svadra.
I want to tackle this one.
Okay. So a grapple.
Is that considered an attack? So I still keep my rage.
What's your speed?
30.
All right, let's see if you can get there.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, you can't quite get there.
I can't be on top of Porter or Svodrick. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
out of the box.
I would say you could if you had any movement left to get back out of his space afterwards, just because he's so small. I would allow that, but you don't quite have enough movement.
Could I throw Svodrick at him?
Sure.
Well, these are my two
If
options.
Svodrick will let you.
I can throw a cleaver at it, or I can throw Svodrick at it.
I mean, cleaver is probably a better idea.
I
Svodrick is going to be an improvised weapon, and he won't do as much damage.
Aw.
And it might damage
But
him.
it would be funny.
It's true.
What would Porter do? Would he throw his friend, or would he throw his weapon?
He would throw his weapon.
Okay.
Damn.
He would throw Svodrick out of the way.
Probably. I don't think you're going to hit him. He's very, very short.
No, I mean I would throw Svodrick out of the way to get to what I was going to. At least in a rage. I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
That's correct. It does not hit.
Well, it just... Where does that cleaver go?
Through the window.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And I go, get back here, drumstick!
Yeah, he looks pretty scared. He is going to look at his unconscious comrade on the floor and just say, "Jerry, no drumsticks tonight!" And he's gonna jump out the window. Svodrick, you can make an attack of opportunity on him if you want.
Nice. It was a 14 that hit, right?
That's a hit.
Oh,
5.
thank you.
Sorry, I had to put that back where I was. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Knocking him out or killing him?
Not. Can I just not say one way or the other and leave it up to chance?
Sure.
I don't think Swadrick is necessarily trying one or the other.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me. 1 to 50, he's unconscious. 52 or 51 to 100, he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, if we're leaving it up to chance, let's say that just for flavor, that I didn't actually kill him with the strike, but he did die when he slammed into the broken glass.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right. You find yourself out of combat.
Well, what about this guy?
Oh, I forgot about him. Oh well.
He's dead now.
Yeah, it is actually his turn, so he is going to fly down from the balcony. Or not fly. I say fly. They can't fly. He's going to jump down from the balcony, and he's going to take some damage because it's like a. Let's see what he takes. Yeah, he takes. Yeah, this bird can't fly. He seems to sprain his ankle really bad as he lands, and then goes limping out the door. And he's going to use his movement to. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to disappear through the gates, and you hear the clang of the gates as he rushes out. Now, you could probably still follow him, but he is got a pretty good lead.
The guy who I just killed, is he actually, did he make it outside?
I will say that he was badly hurt enough that he's just flopped over the window and not quite all the way out. And now you are out of initiative unless anybody is running after the one that was trying to escape.
He forgot his arrow.
Can I make it out of this window easily without cutting myself?
I mean, he's kind of cushioning you right now, and you're small, so yes.
I'm gonna jump out, and, use him as a bridge, grab the cleaver, jump back in and head to Porter, and then see if Porter will drag this guy fully in. I don't want this to be seen from outside.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna also drag that guy in too. I don't want it to be noticed.
Forgot you were there. You're in the shadows.
No
I can't
worries.
see you.
That is all right. So yeah, I'm gonna help and drag that guy's body in.
And then I'm going to pick it up handedly, and drag it over to, let's see here. I'll drag it to this corner over here.
I'm gonna pick up my little unconscious friend.
Okay.
Wait, is this one still alive?
No, but there's one
no.
Carne.
I know. I was just RPing.
Oh yeah.
She's
Well, yes. I mean, I know Kinkus aren't that smart and they can generally mimic stuff, but perhaps we could try to get some information out of it.
Okay. All right. So, just to remind you all, in this main area where you just walked in, there are 5 human corpses.
All right. I'm gonna tie up my little Kinku friend with some vines, and I'm gonna leave him, in general, by the stairs.
I mean, 12 human corpses.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to go through some pockets.
Yes.
I want to examine the bodies.
Yes, me too.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Alex. What were you saying?
I'm gonna leave my little Kinku friend tied up, right about here.
Okay, so by the
Yeah.
the stairs going up. Okay.
And I will also investigate the corpses.
I'm investigating the pockets of the corpses.
All right, so the first thing you notice is that 5 of them are wearing dirty, dark, wannabe ninja outfits and they all have various they have that black winged tattoo on various parts of their body, so you can easily identify them as more Zentarum sellswords. And let's see. They have on them just regular daggers. And then there are 7 human, like rough-looking thugs in leather armor. And Drek, why don't you go to make an investigation check for me? And if one of you would like to help him with that, you can do that as well.
How do we help?
You just say you're helping, and it gives him advantage.
I
I'll
want to
help.
help.
Okay, you have advantage on that, Drek.
Alrighty. Cool.
All right. You do find one of the human thugs has a black tattoo in the palm of his right hand that looks like a circle with 10 spokes radiating out from its circumference.
Oh, I mean, I really wasn't looking at the bodies. I was looking for money in their pockets.
Well, but yeah, while you're
Okay.
rifling through, you actually don't find any money in their pockets.
Now, listen up, guys. Now, before we go any further, we don't know what attention we could have potentially attracted by breaking in here, and this scene don't look too good now, does it? So
No, don't.
we need to hurry and investigate. I don't want us to be here no more than 30 minutes. We do not need to be caught here.
Oh, maybe we should post lookout by that window.
Good plan.
I'll close the door that we came in at, or is it off the hinges at this point?
It's sort of off the hinges, but you could still close it.
All right, cool.
Try to jam it shut.
Yeah, so it just doesn't look like it's been broken into.
All right, so who's keeping watch?
I'll look at Nanette and say, okay, toss me that whistle.
All right, and I'll give him the whistle.
And I will jump up on these boxes and attempt to just kind of get a good view of the street, the best I can, without being like really seen, from the window if possible.
Sure, make a stealth check. It's got to be good at some point, right?
Yeah, I know. Hey, the thing I was built to do.
You're
Finally
fairly,
did it right.
You feel fairly confident that you are well hidden as you scope this out.
I'll post up here, let everybody do the investigation since I'm not good at that. And
is everyone else? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying I'll whistle if I see any kind of movement.
Okay. Is everyone else doing an investigation of the room?
I'm gonna go upstairs and investigate. And as I'm going up the stairs, I'm gonna remind everyone and be like, remember, we don't have much time, so spread out and hustle. And I'm gonna go upstairs and check out the second floor.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
There you are.
Oh God.
Everybody who's looking around can make investigation checks.
Do I find anything on these Kenku?
You do actually. You find. Well, make an investigation check.
Oh, jeez.
Also, tell me what you're investigating in just a second. Let's see.
Oh, fuck.
You find a giant axe wound.
No, you do find. Let's see.
Those are some crappy rolls, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, you find 5 gold pieces, 5 silver pieces. It looks like maybe all that these things had found on the bodies that were here. But
Yeah,
with your low investigation roll, it wasn't much. What were you looking for, Tony?
I'm looking for evidence of anything that might indicate if either Floon or Reynard were here, because that's who we were trying to track down, right? We're coming here to look for these
Oh,
guys.
I forgot why we were here.
Yeah,
Well,
so I'm trying to find.
we got a good description of Floon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did. He's tall, handsome, was wearing fancy clothes, and he has like long blonde hair. Okay, so as you wander
Blue-red
around
satin
looking,
outfit.
you actually find a door for like underneath the stairs.
All right.
And when you open the door, you can hear. Let's see.
So hot, holy shit. Okay.
You can hear you see a tarp and the cramped chamber in here smelling of sour fish and vinegar, and underneath the tarp you could hear ragged, heavy breathing.
Oh no.
All right, let's pick up that tarp. Who's under the tarp?
Underneath you see a young man, grime covered, a human, and he has long strawberry blonde hair
It's
in like
you.
wavy ringlets over his shoulders, and
Yeah.
as he looks up at you, he says, "Oh, thank the gods! You're here to help. Please tell me you're here to help."
And I say, it depends. Are you Floon?
And his face like falls, and he says, "No, no, I'm Rainier Neverember. Floon is my friend. They took him.
Who took him?
The the thugs, the thugs that were here. They found us. They followed us from the tavern and abducted us. I'm afraid that they believed Floon to be me."
Now, did we establish last time that we know who Never Ember is?
You know he is a noble.
Yeah, we know that he's the son of the previous Lord of Waterdeep.
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah.
Is that Daggalt? He's the son
Yes.
of Daggalt?
He's the son of Lord Daggalt. Neverember.
I just was making sure, because I know that from my campaign, but I
Yeah.
didn't know if we knew that as players.
So we're like, well, Renard, we'll help you if you help us try and track down Floon. Who are the thugs? Who do they work for?
He stands up and makes his way out of the closet in here. Sees you, Garrosh, and then sees the King Ku tied up, and he says, we were stalked and ambushed by Zintarum. I am confident that Zintarum think that my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was the open lord, and that he hid the dragon somewhere in the city.
Oh.
They thought that maybe I would know something about this, I'm sure, but we were unconscious most of the time, and I managed to hide at one point when we woke up here in this warehouse. I couldn't find Floon. I'm afraid that they thought he was me and took him.
So does he look just like you?
We have been mistaken for brothers in the past. But
Plus,
I
all
will...
humans look the same. I mean, let's be honest.
He puts his hand, or he goes over and he finds a rapier that's on the floor, and picks it up, and he says, "I will certainly help you find him." They thought they could find this gold using something they called the Stone of Galore. And I will put that in the chat.
From the other room, I'm like, this sounds all muffled and very interesting from in here, but maybe we should go to other place to have exposition?
Agreed.
He said, yeah, this is all happening pretty quickly because he's trying to fill you in very quickly, but he says, it was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently, but apparently someone stole it. The Zents thought I knew something about all of this, but I don't. My father and I haven't spoken in years. And he looks around at all the dead Zents, and he's like, "These are the men. They're all dead. I don't know who took them. I don't know who killed them. I don't know who took Floon." And Svadrik, it's at this point that you see a dispatch of city watch walking purposely down the alleyway towards your location.
Oh, guards.
Ahead of the company, there is a familiar figure you recognize as Captain Eustace Stagett.
Shit.
And you hear him call out to his men, oh yes, I believe this is the place that we were notified of. And you hear them come up, open the gate.
Oh, Jesus.
Is there any way out of here other than the doors we came in and the window?
Not that you found so far.
Ugh.
But you have. I'll give you all about a minute to react.
While they were doing that, can I investigate the second floor?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay, so I rolled a 3 and I didn't see it because it was a delay, so I didn't think it took, and so I also rolled the 17. So I don't know what you wanted to go.
What are
with.
you looking for?
Well, the first roll I was kind of thinking like I just wanted to kind of quick glance around and see like the general layout of it, and then I guess for the second roll I kind of wanted to actually like investigate to see if there was crates, if there were any extra windows, or if there's any way to like go anywhere or whatnot.
You don't find anything. There are no windows in this area that you can see. You do come to a door. Here, I'll turn you around. Turn. There we go. There's a door right here. Would you like to go through?
Yes.
Okay. So when you go through, you do now actually see a window right here and another door. There's also rats skittering around in here, but they're harmless.
That's fine. I'm gonna quickly go to this door. Well, first, can I look out the window and see what's there?
You see an alleyway.
Okay.
There, leading to what looks like maybe the opposite, an open yard. You see an open yard back behind you.
Okay.
And
cool.
then at a distance, a gate that opens out onto a street.
Okay. Can I go through the door?
Yes. So in the next room, you see these are a bunch of offices. And there's like rooms. They have desks, chairs, bare shelves, dust, draped in cobwebs, rats skittering all over the place. And let's see. You can go ahead and roll an investigation again if you like. And that's the same with these stores. They're all like
cool.
office stores.
Cool.
And I'll open those.
Well, I don't see shit.
All right, and then you can.
Too?
Yes,
Can
also looking out into the yard.
The same door.
Mm-hmm. And then you can roll an investigation check for these other two rooms as well.
Okay, cool.
Up here doing all of this.
Two separate investigations?
Yeah, 2 more investigation checks.
5 and an 11.
Okay, well, you rolled above a 10 in the room that you needed to roll it.
Okay, good.
So as you're searching this last corner office, you find in one of the desks, you open it, and this little thing flies out.
Oh. A paper bird.
And this is a magic item. It's a wondrous item, and you can see what it does in the
my goodness!
things underneath there.
So.
Oh, can it canonically be that paper bird that Deacon made at the end of?
Oh yeah, that'd be so cute. Oh my goodness, I love it.
So this one is unused, so it still has all its.
Perfect.
Oh, is it like a one-time use?
I'm trying to see. Let's see. After you've read a message of 50 words or fewer, parchment magically folds. Recipient's name. As in his hands, birds hit points for his own. Starts to ask people when you just become small, flat. Yes, it is a one-time use, I believe.
Wow.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I have a paper bird. It's so cute. I love it.
I'll check up on that and make sure.
Going
but
back to Neverember. I'm sorry. What was his first name?
Rainier.
Rainier.
I'll put that into
Uh,
the chat.
So-
Rainier.
Would we think that because of who his daddy is, that maybe we could get found out here and be okay?
You ask him that?
Well, I guess I'm not around.
I mean, you're not that far. You're still in the room. Like you can hear.
I guess I
them
see him
talking.
coming, so I'm gonna run over and talk to everybody.
Well, y'all all hear the whistle go off as
Okay.
Roderick sees the watch and
I forgot I had the whistle, yeah.
runs down, and Rainier hears or sees you all react, and he says, "What is it? What's wrong?"
I said, "There's guards coming. Do we need to get out of here, or are you big enough deal that you can get us out of this?"
He pauses. He thinks for a moment. He says, "Do you recognize any of them?"
Yes, Captain's there. The captain
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain Stagit. Oh, yes, I am a big enough deal.
Excellent.
Am I coming down the stairs at this point?
Okay.
He says that kind of wryly and smiles. And yes, you can be coming down the stairs. You want me to put you back?
Oh.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Well, it's
And do I
showtime.
hear any part of that conversation?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, are you sure? Would it be safer to run?
No, do not worry. I'm sure that you will, if anything, be rewarded for rescuing me.
I'll point to the
Really at
dead
all.
Kinku that I killed. Me like that was accident.
He laughs. And he
Well,
says,
no, we did
they
get-
are crooks. They do not fall under the class of citizen. They themselves are wanted.
And they are slightly shorter than normal.
And we were defending ourselves, so that's always a defense.
That's true.
He kind of
I'd like
looks
to
at you
capture one
as
here.
you hear the sounds of somebody at the door. He looks at you all and he says, "Well, I'm sure that you know you have broken laws here. This would be considered breaking and entering, burglary.
Well,
but
isn't it good that we
Do not
separate-
worry. I'm sure Captain Stagit will forgive you. Do not worry. I'm confident." And he begins to stride towards the front door. And we,
less confident.
as the door opens,
We could run.
and
real
Captain
quick.
Stagit, you see the large, intimidating form of Captain Stagit. Phil, he's got this big, bushy mustache that droops down past his chin, and he looks up and he sees Rainier, and he goes, and Rainier says, "Captain, you arrived too late, but luckily for me, they did not." And he gestures back at you all, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
I'm trying to imagine the captain as Wilford Brimley.
I do actually try to put people's voices on NPCs so that I can be more consistent with their. And okay, so full disclosure, you probably already figured this out. I usually use Disney voices.
Aw.
So Captain Stagit is Sir Ector from The Sword and the Stone,
Nice.
and Zoblob was the guy who tries to sell you a lamp at the beginning.
Oh no, I caught that one.
Sure.
I just put in his actual words in there. I didn't even try on that one. Ah, salam and good evening to you, worthy friend.
I love it.
Oh.
Oh man, cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Are we going to jail? Are we gonna get flogged? Who knows?
Yeah, we're gonna talk later on this one, folks.
I mean, there was a chance, but
Yeah.
timing and everything seems to be in your favor.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say we can run upstairs and go out one of those damn windows.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you definitely could have. So, but you took the time to ask Rainier what he thought, and that was what he thought. So we went with that.
Good job.
And we did hear him screaming for help, so I mean, we just busted in trying to help him. Like,
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
exactly. I don't know what.
Probable cause. That might work if you were actually an officer.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some
You heard a
sort
person
of
in
car for
need.
civilians.
What do you mean? The door was wide open. Somebody axed it before we got here.
Very true.
You know that
Very true.
that axe back at
Oh my
Zoblox that worked only on wood would have
Would've been
been
great here,
excellent
yeah.
for doors.
Would have been great here.
Porter, why'd you ask?
Why did I not think about doors when that
I don't
axe
know.
showed up?
It would be excellent for all kinds of doors, crates, barrels,
Mhm.
etc. But hey,
I was like, we're not killing any treants in this. At least I don't think.
and there's not a lot of trees in Waterdeep. But hey,
But there are doors
All right.
and buildings.
Well, I've got to head out and get ready for bed. Good job,
Oh,
everybody.
this was a
It
fun one, yeah.
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 Hell yeah.
yeah, the next one is similar in funness, in my opinion. So, in fact, this entire campaign is just kind of fun. So.
I'm excited.
Right.
Awesome. Well, I have
Wonderful.
to go because I need to get up really, really early to catch a flight. So I will
All right.
be up in about 3 hours. Huzzah.
Oh my.
Oh wow. Okay, get to bed.
Oh,
Have a
Thank you
good
all.
night.
I'm not working it, so that's good.
All right. Good night.
Good
Good night, y'all.
night.
Good night. Good job, everybody.